Soon it was morning. The birds were beginning to sing. The flowers had a sweet smell. "It has been a strange night, Jane," Mr. Rochester said. "Were you frightened?" "I am frightened of Grace Poole," I said. "She will hurt you one day." "I am stronger than she is. She will not hurt me," Mr. Rochester said. He looked at me for a few moments. "Are you my friend, Jane?" he asked. "Yes, sir. I will be your friend forever," I replied. "Thank you, my dear," Mr. Rochester said. "I have made mistakes. Now I want to be happy. That is not wrong, is it, Jane?" He stopped speaking for a minute. Then he said, "Go into the house. I'll talk to you tomorrow." But the next day, I had a letter from Gateshead Hall, my Aunt Reed's house. The letter was from my cousin Eliza. "Dear Jane Eyre, my brother John is dead. My mother is very ill. She wants to speak to you. Please come quickly, Jane. Your cousin, Eliza Reed." I started the journey to my Aunt Reed's house immediately. I arrived there the next day. My Aunt Reed was very, very ill. She could not move, and she did not speak to me. I wanted to return to Thornfield Hall. I wanted to see Mr. Rochester, but Eliza wanted me to stay at Gateshead Hall. After 3 weeks, my aunt spoke to me at last. She spoke very slowly. "Are you Jane Eyre?" she asked. "Yes, Aunt Reed, I am Jane Eyre," I replied. "There is a letter for you," Aunt Reed said. "It is in my desk. Call Eliza, please. She will get the letter." Eliza came into the room. She opened the desk and gave me a letter. "Read the letter, Jane," my aunt said. The letter had come from Madeira, but it was 3 years old. Madeira. "Dear Madame, I am Jane Eyre's uncle. I am very rich man. I have no children. One day, Jane will have all my money. Tell her about me. She must write to me. John Eyre." I answered that letter. Aunt Reed said, "I hated you, Jane. I did not want you to have your uncle's money. I wrote John Eyre. I wrote, Jane Eyre is dead. She died at Lowood School. I am sorry, Jane. I was wrong. Mrs. Reed died that night." I left Gateshead Hall, and a few days later, I took my uncle's letter with me. Mr. Rochester met me at Thornfield Hall. "Welcome back to my house," he said. "This is your home, Jane." "Thank you, sir," I said. "I am very happy here." Mr. Rochester's guest had left. No other visitors came to Thornfield Hall. Every day, Mr. Rochester and I talked together, and every day I loved him more.